very issue. Now we are turning to the Parliament, and I'm really happy that we have all the constitutional institutions from Europe here. The member states, the presidency, the commission, and the Parliament, and Matthias Groote is the chair of the Environmental Committee since the middle of the ongoing parliamentarian period. A very strong fighter, as we heard, for ETS and other issues as well. Matthias, you have the floor.
Yes, thank you very much. Dear Commissioner, dear Ministers, dear ladies and gentlemen, the first time I recognize that marine litter was really a major threat to our oceans was in 1989. I was a young man, 16 years, and I was working on a ship, a sailorman. And my job was in the Indian Ocean to clean up the sea cooler system. And I was really surprised what happened to me, because kilograms of plastic waste were in the machine cooling system. And I asked the older sailormen, how often takes it place to clean up the cooling system of the ship? Yeah, decades before, once per year or twice per year. Now, at every trip from Europe to Southeast Asia, we have to clean it up. And this was for me really a major sign that marine litter is a real problem, I must say. This is my personal experience I had. I would like to thank you, Peter Altmaier, also for your warm words on ETS and your support. And if it's possible that Mr. Rüssler can sign the declaration, I'm really glad. Then everything is fine for next week. But thank you very much. I know this was not easy also on the council side, and I hope we bring it to its success, the whole emission trading backloading. I want to bring a link. Backloading ETS, when the European Union sets standards, and we are fighting for standards worldwide, and for legislation, not commitments, strategies are necessary, then it's possible to bring things also in the global context. You mentioned Australia. China was set up in 2015, a national emission trading system. So, and it's possible, if we are the early birds, to bring things into the official genre as legislation, then it's possible to be successful on an international, global level. And I was glad, I must say, during the Rio +20 conference, that especially on marine litter, we had such a strong commitment, and also with the timing. Because often the problem description is there, but no timing. And this is very important. And what can the Parliament do? Because today all three institutions are here. The Minister, the Irish Minister, mentioned the 7th Environmental Action Programme. I can promise you that in the Environment Committee, and we are the biggest committee, that we want to bring it to a success in this period, especially in the first half of 2030. Because it's not only the Environment Committee, my committee is also responsible for public health and food security. And all three things are linked to marine litter. All three things are linked. If the environment is not okay, it's not fine, then we have a problem with the food chain, especially fishery, but also with the public health. And so we have a high interest to bring the whole thing to success. What are we doing now? Next week we have on the agenda ship recycling. It's not directly linked to the marine litter, but I think it's a real scandal that 90% of the ships are recycled, in brackets, recycled in the worst way outside the European Union. And we want to change it. We want to bring it really to a success, the legislation, and that the Hong Kong Convention takes earlier into force. But also on plastic waste. This Commission announced a strategy on plastic waste. We decided last week that the European Parliament will prepare one of the last, because time is short, we are running out of time with our mandate. We will prepare an own report on plastic waste to support the Commission in the way to fight against plastic waste. And I promise you that I will take care that also maritime litter is mentioned really in a prominent way in this report. We will start the work in the next weeks and bring it to its success also in 2030. That the Parliament has got a really clear position on plastic waste and also especially on marine litter. That's very important for us. But the key to fight waste and marine litter is for me and also for my colleagues is the whole issue of resource efficiency. Resource efficiency, we have to think in circles, not in a horizontal way, in circles, to bring up to the recycling goals immediately and to save resources. Because we are now 7 billion people on Earth. In 2050, we are 9 million. Now, 1.5 million people are living in industrial countries. This figure will double with really extreme consequences. And we have only one planet, and most of the planet, the blue planet, are oceans. And we have to take care about our oceans. And with concrete legislation, resource efficiency is one key for it. But also for existing legislation. Often when the Commissioner is our guest in the committee, we ask for implementation process. And if we really take care about implementation of European legislation, especially on waste and other things, we can create 400,000 new jobs in the European Union. 400,000 new jobs, and really save resources and bring the economy up. And we need new jobs and safe jobs. We had another really important legislation on the table on electric waste, that we want to collect more electric waste and not to ship it to third world countries or other countries. It's also a very important issue. And clear is that we want to ban this transfer from Europe to other non-developed countries and to secure really good recycling and also to take care about the human health. So these are the things in the European Parliament, and my approach is really strategies are necessary, but at the end of the day we need majority for concrete legislation. The next year we can describe in the European Parliament the strategy, because we are running out of the mandate, and at the beginning of the next mandate we have to start with plastic waste and other things, and also to bring the things we are describing in the whole 7th Environmental Action Program, that we bring these formulations into the official journal as legislation. This is my task for the next months and for the next years, and I hope I'm successful together with my 69 colleagues in the Environmental Committee, but we are also responsible for health and food security. All 3 things are linked with each other. All 3 things are linked, especially with the issue of marine litter. Thank you very much. And thank you very much for the organization. I know that it's really hard to organize such a major event, I must say, and I will report back to the Environment Committee about these things, and I will bring also this full bottle, not with liquid, was with really important content to my colleagues, and I will circulate this Berlin Declaration to all colleagues in the Environment Committee. Thank you very much for your work.